Hey guys, back with another DVD update. Going to show off some cool cover arts today. Basically, I've always wanted to do a video showcasing some of my favorite DVD cover art. Normally I like, the old-fashioned kind of VHS style cover art. But usually I go through my collection, I end up with a ton of DVDs to show off, so it's kind of hard to get through in one video. So this time I told myself, I was going to pick out 20 and that would be it. So I just randomly went through the collection, picked out 20 as I went along, and these are the ones I came up with. So I'm sure there's plenty more that I would have loved to show off in this video, but maybe I can get to that another day. First up, we have Visiting Hours. This is the Anchor Bay release. This is actually out of print now. Has been re-released in a double pack with Bad Dreams, I believe. But really like the cover art here. It's a big part of the trailer for it. If you guys have seen the trailer, there's all the lights in the hospital going on in the shape of a skull, obviously. But I've always loved this cover because it reminds me of Legos. Like, I feel like the building was put together with Legos, and that's how they took the picture. I'm not sure if that's the case, but just something I've always thought about. But really like that cover. Definitely a classic. Next, House. This is also an Anchor Bay release. This is the original VHS cover art. This is the limited edition set that came with House and House 2, as you see. This is the one that has this specific cover. The other House release from Anchor Bay just has a picture of the actual house. But I really like this, the hand pressing the doorbell, and Ding Dong You're Dead, the tagline of the movie. As I said, this was the original VHS cover art, and it's the one I grew up, renting in the video store. So really, really like that. Next, Central Park Drifter, also known as Graveyard Shift. Again, another one from when I was younger. The old VHS, at that time it didn't say Central Park Drifter. It was only known as Graveyard Shift back then. But I remember really liking this cover for some reason. I don't know why. There's really nothing too special about it. But I liked how also the sequel, Graveyard Shift 2, it was, I believe, in a blue tone rather than this red. So it was pretty much the same cover, only, the girl had like a blue color to her, and the same thing with the vampire there. But I really like that. Next, Deadly Friend. Again, the original VHS cover art. Really, really like this movie. It was one of my favorites growing up. Gotta love the scene with Anne Ramsey and the basketball. Absolutely love it. Great scene. I'm sure if you guys have seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But again, as I said, I really like this cover because it's also the original VHS cover art. Next, Happy Birthday to Me, the Anchor Bay release. Again, original VHS cover art. The original, I believe, was Columbia release of Happy Birthday to Me on DVD. Did not have this cover art at all. It had kind of an awkward image of someone who really wasn't even in the movie. Some girl with a birthday cake. But yeah, this is the original. Also, a big part of the movie as well. Next, another Anchor Bay release, Maximum Overdrive. Who Made Who? I really like that. I absolutely love this cover art. I think it's probably one of the best Anchor Bay cover arts there is. And I'm pretty sure this wasn't a VHS cover art by any means, but I think it's just kind of an original, drawing specifically for this cover. But I really, really like that. I like the guy inside the truck there, and I don't know, I just like the way the words are. I just think it's a really great cover. Next, Night of the Demons 2. Again, original VHS cover art. Really nice. I like the whole lollipop skull thing. Pretty cool. Really like that. Then we have Waxwork. I remember being in the video store, younger, always seeing this video, and always thought it was kind of creepy. I don't know. I think the guy kind of creeped me out more than, the wax creatures and the demons in the doorway. But I don't know. There's always something creepy about him, especially his voice. And I think, seeing the movie when I was younger and seeing this cover, I would immediately think of his voice, and his voice, I think, was the creepiest thing about him. But again, really like this cover. Very cool. Next, we have Curtains. Great slasher film that a lot of people probably haven't seen. Really, really love this cover. Again, original VHS cover art. Amazing stuff there. Great mask. Probably one of the best masks I think any killer wears. Really, really creepy stuff. Next, Stage Fright, another Anchor Bay release. And this is the way cover art I think should be. There's way too many cover arts these days with, I like to call them cast covers. It's basically, images of all the stars that play in the movie and maybe the killer with a knife or whatever. You know, I mean, we know who stars in the movie if we've seen it, you know, if we're getting the DVD. I like this. This is old school cover art right here. This is what VHS is, you know, used to be made of. Basically a drawing, not some type of photo of the cast, but an actual drawing that had something to do with the movie. And I think this really showcases what I'm talking about. It's great, great cover art. Really, really like it. Next, Dolly Dearest. Now this was actually next to dolls in my DVD collection, and I really thinking about including dolls in this video, but I wanted to choose between the two. And I love dolls. While I like dolls better as a movie, I went with this cover art instead, just because I like the whole blocks, you know, spelling out Dolly and then Dearest written almost, you know, not really in blood, but in like the red drawing, almost like a red crayon it reminds me of. And then of course, you know, that's pretty creepy, the doll itself. And then it says it's time to play right above. Really like that. I believe this was the original VHS cover art as well. This is a Lionsgate release. Next, one of my favorite DVDs in my collection, Parents. Again, original. And I really always love this cover just because of the fact that it just really shows what this movie is. Basically, it's an everyday style movie. You know, you think your parents are normal or a little odd at times, and you just don't realize how much. I mean, you get the skull there, and you know, if you don't know what the movie's about, it's basically the parents are cannibals, and it's about, you know, the kid's view of his parents, and he knows something's up with them. He knows something's a little different, and he's kind of trying to figure it out. You know, suspicious of things, and I just really think that this cover showcases that. You know, it just seems like a regular couple. You know, the mother cooking dinner and the dad going in the fridge maybe for a bear or something, and boom, there you go. You get a skull there, and you know, something's a little off there, but really, really like that cover. Next, very, very simple cover, but really love it. Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn. Original VHS cover. This is the original Anchor Bay release of Evil Dead 2. I just always loved that skull. I think it's just such a great image. Don't get me wrong, I love the Evil Dead 2 re-release DVD from Anchor Bay with the drawing type cover art. You know, almost like a comic book kind of look to it. But I really, really love this original one. You know, as I said, it's simple and basic, but I don't know, maybe it's just a sentimental thing because it's the one I grew up seeing in the video store again. But I really like that. Next, the Video Dead. I mean, how can you not like that cover? Look how amazing that is. You know, you get the zombie coming right out of the TV like that. Just incredible. It says, "Look what's living inside your television." Great tagline as well. Very cool. Really, really good movie. Love this. Next, Carnival of Souls. Probably the best thing about this movie is the cover. I've just always liked this cover. It's kind of a creepy clown there, and I love the balloons with the faces in it. I don't know, there's just something about it that's really always stood out to me about this cover, and I really like it. Then we have Chopping Mall, where shopping can cost you an arm and a leg. Great tagline, love that. I love the body in the bag there, and the robot hand holding and all the body pieces. Very, very cool. Next, another case where I think the cover art is probably better than the movie, and it's Amusement. I remember first seeing this DVD in stores when it was first released and not knowing anything about the movie, but immediately wanting to see it just because of this cover. I think it's a really creepy clown, and you know, I think the marketing was great for the DVD in that sense, where they chose a great image to include in the DVD. You know, they say don't judge a book or a DVD for that matter by the cover, but this is one of them that I did. I definitely picked it up based on the cover art alone. Really liked that creepy clown. Next, one of my all-time favorites, The Blob. This is the 1988 remake. But this cover art, oh my god, I mean, how amazing is that? Look at that. Scream now while you can still breathe. You know, I mean, how scary is that? Look at that image. It's just such a great image. I love how like the whole DVD is as if, you know, the Blob just covered it, you know, and all that red. Just really cool. Really, I've always liked that cover. Again, original VHS cover art. Another original, we have Friday the 13th, the final chapter. The original Paramount release. Again, simple, but it's what I grew up seeing. Just, you know, the image of that, the hockey mask, Jason's mask with the knife through the eye and the blood. Always loved this. It was always, you know, probably my favorite in the series growing up. So I just remember renting this video a lot with this cover. And finally, the last one for this video, Phantasm. This is the most recent Anchor Bay release in Region 1, of course. And I just a classic cover. You know, you get a bunch of images from the movie just thrown on here, and it's just a great cover. You know, there's posters like this that I've seen before. That image of the tall man, which is actually the scene where he's standing over, you know, Mike's bed, and always like that scene in the movie. I just love everything about this cover. You know, you got the little guys there, whatever you want to call them. You got the coffin there. You got the sphere. You know, it's just really cool. Really like this cover. And in the back there, it's got some great images on there as well. But that's it for now, guys. Just wanted to show off, as I said, some of my favorite DVD cover art. You know, horror films have probably the best cover art there is. And leave me some comments below. Let me know what you guys think is some of your favorite cover art. I'm really interested in knowing that, so please leave me some comments. Continue to subscribe. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot.